Welcome to Vermilion Vitez, where we empower you every single day to build generational wealth through inspiring stories written and the big book itself, the Bible, with principles, wealth building strategies imprinted in there that could benefit you in your journey. Yes, I'm talking to you that's sitting on the couch or holding your phone. You there trying to make your life better, right? Me, Vinicius Paschoalini, and Raimundo Marques are here for educational purposes only. We are here to inspire you every single day. We give you pieces
Yes, we
of
are.
golden nuggets through
Golden,
every
golden, golden.
story. It's up to you
Every
to start putting the puzzles together.
up to you.
We are here with Ray with his great story. And I want you guys to really pay attention. And if you don't understand the word, go back, listen to it again, Google it, learn it, study it. Okay? You need to understand the definition of the word. So pay attention to every single detail that he says.
All right, let's get started, right? Today, Vanny and I are here with you exclusively at Vermilion Vitez. And I'm just so blessed to share the stage with Vanny Paschoalini. It's just a pleasure, man. How's your day been?
Amazing.
I'm glad it's been
Amazing.
amazing.
Always being blessed by the best.
Blessed by the best. And it's no secret here. Vanny and I are big faith believers. We believe in a higher being. We believe in God. And we put everything to God. We're men of God before anything. And I want you to understand that very clearly. God is taking over this podcast. We are just the vessels, sharing and exchanging the frequency of energy. And nothing in this world is going to stop us because it's God that protects us.
Amen.
So we talk in so many different ways of explaining what has happened to other people's lives. We're looking around and we're sharing the experiences so you guys can make a difference in your life. We're giving it to you just like this. There you go.
Yep.
What are you going to do, right? Now, today is going to be a little different than any other day because other days I start off with an experience, right? And it generally has to do with what we've seen other people's actions be and what led them there and what happened afterwards. Today, we're starting straight into the Bible, and we're letting God take over. So I want you guys to think about it for a second, right? I want you guys to look back at the Noah's Ark, and I want to tell it from a different perspective. That's it, just from a different perspective. And I want you guys to walk with me into this journey of Noah's Ark. I know it, you know it from your perspective. I want you to take on this different perspective and just consider it. I don't want you to consider it to be true. I just want you to consider it. So let's jump right into it, right? Vinny,
Yes.
what do you remember out of Noah's Ark?
I remembered that God sent a message to Noah to collect all the animals, pairs, because the world was going into chaos with all the freaky people. And he only saved a couple. And
Right
the
there.
animals.
That's it. That's all I wanted you to say. That's a brief explanation of what happened, right? Here we go. The world was collapsing. Chaos was everywhere. People laughed at Noah, mocked him for building a giant wooden box in the middle of the dry land. They're like, over here, look at him. There's never been a sight of water, and he's building this magnificent box for something that's coming.
A box.
A box. That's all they could see it for. There was no water at the moment. Let's just think about it. This is before water came into an existence. Not saying that they didn't drink water. We're saying it didn't come from the sky and there wasn't any oceans. The land was dry. That's what they knew it to be. If you come outside that day and you're looking and this man Noah is over here building a box, that's what they called it. They didn't call it an ark just yet.
Box.
I want you to sit that in. It was a dry land. in a big wooden box. They couldn't see what was coming. But Noah, he understood something. The flood wasn't just water, it was judgment. It was destruction. It was erasing everything that wasn't sacred. And then the rain fell. When the waters rose, every person who left was gone. Only those inside of the ark were protected.
It was told that they could hear the screams from the inside of the ark. A couple of other books that was mentioned that.
Now let's bring this forward to today. The flood isn't just rain. No. The flood is debt creditors, taxation, probate courts, and governments who want your estate and opportunity. Let that sit in. It's debt creditors, lawsuits, taxation, probate courts, banks, and governments who want to see your estate as their opportunity.
Fire.
It's maritime law, the law of the sea, a system that treats your life, your assets, even your children like cargo to be claimed and divided.
Pay attention.
That's the water we're all floating in. And most people, they're swimming naked. They're lost at sea. But a trust, right? But a trust. Are you listening? Because I'm not going to repeat it again. But a trust, a properly built trust is the ark. It lifts your family and your assets above the chaos. It separates you from the flood. While everyone else is drowning in probate, lawsuits, and government control, you're protected. Your legacy rides on a higher ground. I need you to get it. Your legacy rides on a higher ground. But here's the thing most people miss. The ark wasn't meant to stay on the water forever. At some point, it came back to the land. Noah opened the door, stepped out, and established a new life on solid ground.
Oh, that story's good.
That's the journey of a trust. It's not about floating forever. It's about protecting you until the storm passes, and then making sure your life and your family can plant again.
I hope you guys envisioned that. What Ray just said.
Making sure, right? We're making sure your family can plant again, build again, and live again on the land with stability, sovereignty, and peace. Here's a lesson. Without a trust, you're adrift at the mercy of maritime law creditors and the flood of claims. Now, with a trust, you're in an ark, preserved, protected, and carried above the chaos. When the time comes, you step back on land. Your family is secure, your legacy intact, your wealth grounded. Your family secure, your legacy intact, your wealth grounded. By faith, Noah, being warned of God, of things not yet seen, prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
He's just telling you straight up what you need to do to save your legacy. This story is a true story with real principles and background in what you need to do and to protect. Golden nuggets.
One thing I'm going to set aside, right, is that when it came to Noah's Ark, right, I want you to listen to what it means to be out sea. In the golden days, right, they used to do exchanges out at sea with currency, the currency. Anyways, go ahead.
No. So, no. Are you finished for your story? You were heading on to something.
Nah, I wanted to leave them with that.
Currency. Currency, guys. Just search that word on a little book called Black's Law Dictionary. Search that word, currency, maritime. Search those words on particular dictionary books. Google them if you need to. Currency. I'm going to branch off of what you were saying there because that was a good story. That captured the essence of building a trust and protecting the legacy. I'm going to branch out thousands of years later with the currency, with the parable of the talents, right? We went from Noah's Ark, also great piece of wisdom, knowledge, and information, to the parable of the talents told by Yeshua, okay? Because he mentioned that the kingdom of heaven, okay, would be like a man going into a journey, and he left 5 talents. Now, at that time, 5 talents was a lot of money, okay? And for you to just give somebody money, imagine somebody right now just giving you $1 million, right? It wasn't like that, though. It said on scriptures that he would give 5 talents to one, 2 talents to another one, and 1 talent to another person, according to their skills. Now, picture this. Are you capable of receiving that amount of money right now, according to your skill? Are you a lazy guy who's right now sitting on the couch watching TV, Netflix, and chill? What are you doing right now? Right?
What are you doing?
So this Bible verse here is supposed to trigger you.
Benny, what are you doing? What are you doing right now?
The master gave every single person according to their talents. What is your talent? Are you perfecting your talent? Are you making it better? Are you? Now, he went on a long journey. He went on a long journey probably to gather more talents, right? This guy was a businessman, because for somebody to have that amount of money, he was probably in commerce for all we know, right? The guy who had 5, he multiplied them. He went straight ahead. He went to barter. In exchange, he invested the money. He sold, he exchanged goods and sold others. And he made 5 more bags. He multiplied his money, okay? He basically 100x his money. No, 10x his money, right? Doubled it right there. At that time, and that was a lot of money. 5 talents, 5 bags, okay? He multiplied it. He went after it. He studied whatever it was, but he wanted to multiply his money, which he did. He took action right away. He didn't sit around and be like, now I'm king. I have all this money. Now what am I going to do with it? I'm just going to stand back and chill. No. The third guy did the same thing. He's like, third is still a lot of money. Think about it. 5 million, 3 million, 1 million. 1 million is still a lot of money. The guy who got 3 million, double it. 6 million he made. Right? 6 talents he made. 6. Now the other guy, he wasn't ambitious. He was afraid. He was scared. Maybe he had a talent. God probably gave him a talent. And when I mean a talent, is a talent that he has within him. Maybe he is a good writer. Maybe he could sing a song. Maybe he could inspire others, build a church, build a bank, right? Go into law. But no, he decided to bury everything on the ground and put his 1 measly talent inside and waited for the master to arrive. When the master arrived, boom, the guy who had 5 talents doubled into 10. The master's like, wow, I'm so proud of you. Today, you were entrusted with little. That's what he said. You were entrusted with little, but you will be entrusted now with a lot more. Let's celebrate. Same thing with the guy with 3 talents. He doubled it to 6, and the guy said, great, my trusty servant, right? We are servants of God. God is entrusting you with a talent that you do not even know, and you have to figure out how to use it to benefit others. That's what you have to think about. And this is me and Ray's Talent right here, trying to inform you about our commercial transactions, banking, and everything that has to do with securities exchange and commission, right? In order for you to raise capital for your millions. Now, how about the one guy? The guy who had 1 single talent. He had one single piece, Ray. 1 single piece, Ray. What did he do with it, Ray? Scared. Coward. Coward man was entrusted with 1. If you can't even be entrusted with the salary, okay, that you make, how are you going to be entrusted with millions when you are blessed? You need to transform your life around and become the man that you need to be. Okay? Prepare yourself. The guy who made nothing, right? Buried, gave it to the master. Master, here you go. I got your 1 talent back, right? The master said, Shame on you for not even investing in a bank and collecting my interest. You didn't do nothing with it. You had no ambition. How can I trust you with much if you can't even be trusted with little? Were you ever entrusted with much and turned out to be a disappointment? That's because you weren't ready. You weren't perfected your God-given skills. You weren't perfected whatever business industry you are at. Now, if you think about this, on this world that we live in right now, everything is commercial transactions. If you are entrusted with the money, your salary that you are making right now, what are you doing to invest and become financial free? Because taxes go away in a jiff. Boof, right?
Oof.
And if you secure your assets through LLC structure and a trust, through common law principles, you are able to safeguard your assets from creditors and also secure that one talent, multiplying it for 2, for 3, compounding interest, something that you're going to manage for generations. Isn't that right, Ray?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
One talent can turn into 2 talents, so on and so on.
And then 3.
If
then
you guys
4.
go ahead, 4. If you guys go ahead and read Money Mechanics, you'll see how they just print money. And are you going to save money? Or are you going to buy assets and place it into your trust and collateralize that money, those assets, so you could then get a loan off of that? Ooh, I went too far there. Sorry, I went too far. I'm going to leave you guys off with this. On Matthew 25:29, okay, it says this: for whoever will be given, more will be given to him, because he is a trustworthy servant. But for whoever is given and doesn't do nothing with it, everything he has will be taken away. Now, if everything you have right now is in your name and in the hands of you know who, how are you going to be entrusted with it? How are you going to secure your legacy with it? Create yourself a trust at vermilionvitez.com. Protect your legacy. It doesn't even have to be through us. Get financial educated, okay? So you could build their legacy and save those talents, those hard-earning talents. Noah came out of that ark surviving. He was protected by the storm through that shielded structure that he had. Don't be the laughingstock. Act now. Booyah.
Booyah!
Straight through the words, my friend. Matthew 25. Go read it for yourself. And with that, I conclude my journey legacy of our principality.
There's so many different ways of explaining this. I could tell you of Joseph in Genesis. You know the story of the Pharaoh.
Oh, that's a beautiful story.
Had a dream of the 7 fat cows and 7 skinny cows. No one could explain it except Joseph.
Don't say too much. Leave that interesting story for part 2.
Yes. Thank you, the Glitzy Crystal. How are you doing? How long you been in the audience? Is there any questions that you may have? If you could also please tap, like, share. We're going to be on TikTok for a while. We might call it an end for tonight on YouTube, though. For those on YouTube, please come back tomorrow at the same time as usual. Thank you. But for those on TikTok, here we are. Also, I got a question, Benny. But first, finish the YouTube.
Guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what other interesting Bible verses you'd like us to transform into a business principle. Okay? Leave your comment down below. Stay blessed by the best.